Welcome to Planning Phase Syndicate. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight on this amazing journey. It is not episode 80, but a actual live broadcast of the Hexiled Gaming All-Star League Championship. I'll fix that overlay. Tonight, we have an amazing show for you. We're going to be streaming Chrispy versus Fish in the final showdown for all of the marbles or whatever floats your boat. We're also going to be doing a giveaway. We'll repeat this a couple of times. We're going to be doing a few giveaways tonight. We're going to start early. I was going to wait till next year to start our stream giveaways, but Fish has graciously donated some tokens to us that we are going to be able to give away. Now, here's the caveat. If Fish wins, he will be giving away 4 custom poker chip tokens that he currently makes. If he loses, he's only giving 2 of them away. So you're going to want to root for him to beat Chrispy tonight in this Alt-Star Finals. We're also going to be doing some card giveaways at the very end. If you do live out of the United States, it may take me a little while to ship them to you because I've never shipped international before. But we will be doing giveaways of some cards as well after the scheduled show tonight. Now, without further ado, let's bring TTS up and let's bring my co-host for tonight, Mr. JJ, the one and only. Giants are going to lose to the Lions in the playoffs this year.
You ass.
It's going to happen, baby. Didn't they already lose once to the Lions?
Yes, they lost once, very begrudgingly. Yes, absolutely.
Just saying. Welcome to commentary, JJ. How are you tonight?
It is good to be here and get some X-Wing going, man. I'm excited for this matchup here. We got 2 very, very good players, 2 very good lists here. I think the FO wins. The first order wins. Just having these good players here, just showing, flexing that the first order is still good. After the points change, it's still live and kicking, and these 2 players are ready to duke it out to show that they are the best FO players out there.
All right. Awesome. So this is the final for the Alt-Star. So it's very exciting. I did not play in the Alt-Star. I was not able to get in this year. They sold out tickets before, but JJ and I have signed up and we are currently in the new Hexiled league. I don't remember what it's called, but we're in whatever the new Hexiled league is coming up.
Team event. Yeah.
Team event. Yeah. So yes, this is the finals. JJ and I also recently lost on Nickel City. Our team endgame went 1-4 in the finals against Team Fox. If you don't know what the Nickel City League is, I highly recommend it. That one is a free league. It's extended. And Greg runs a great matchup. The teams are a lot bigger than they normally are with than they are for the Hexiled League. And Greg kind of does roundtable fashion, gets everybody to play that's on your team, and then allows you to be able to kind of go ahead and do team face-offs. So it's really fun. The scenarios and everything are all chosen every week, so it's not like you'll be playing the same scenario unless your team captain wants. Sign-ups for Nickel City will be starting January 1st, is my guess. Unless Greg is lazy, then it'll be January 2nd. But if you don't know anything about the Nickel City League, that is also a wonderful league to be in. Hey, and it's free, and Greg gives free shit away every week on his stream too. So,
yeah, we definitely had a great season last season, making it all the way to the playoffs for Team Endgame. Unfortunately, Team Fox just did get the better of us there in the last matchup there between both the teams. But we're hoping to get even more teams set up for season number 3. And man, if you haven't seen it before, the draft process between all the captains is great. I love it. And all the captains, everybody there, all the great players, just a fun ambient there. So just hope to see some new fresh faces next season. And play some more X-Wing.
Tonight we will be doing Assault at the Satellite Array. And seeing as they each have 5 ships, the only advantage here really is the Gideon Hask being a medium base. So
Yeah, definitely being able to boost those dice against a damaged defender. Gideon has does allow the rest of their friendlies to be ultra aggressive to focus down on a particular ship, and try to make sure that they can burn them down quickly. That C class shuttle is really good, especially when you combine the loadout for Gideon Hask having attack officer and agent Terex being able to coordinate an action and give out a calculate token to one of those ships. It just makes it very good.
hey, will you remind them to put the dice on the table, as we do not have a dice box currently?
Yeah, they know. No, Chrispy is a veteran. He knows.
Okay.
He's still
All right. So it looks like they're setting some dials. We have quite an even distribution of the tokens here. So we should have a pretty decent game. Hopefully, looking that we will get a lot of separation in ships, but we will see. Tonight, looks like Nick is going to be representing First Order, and JJ, why don't you run the list down?
All right, so on the left side of your screen, we have Fish running the First Order list with Kylo Ren in the TIE Whisper running Instinctive Aim, Ion Limiter Override, which is an interesting choice there. Concussion Missile, Sensor Scramblers, Shield Upgrade, and the Enhanced Jamming Suite. We have Commander Malorus with Mag Pulse Warheads, Lone Wolf, Fanatical, and Electronic Baffle. And then we have Scourge with Lone Wolf, Fanatical, and Electronic Baffle. Actually, I'm sorry, I just read that twice. Captain Phasma with Fanatical, Proton Rockets, and Special Forces Gunner. And then Backdraft with Proud Tradition, Pattern Analyzer, and Special Forces Gunner to start that list there. And give me just 1 minute. All right, and then over on the right side in your screen, we have Chrispy, the famous Chrispy, running a First Order list as well. We have Midnight in the TIE FO, is the I-6 TIE FO fighter, running Elusive, Swarm Tactics, Cluster Missiles, Targeting Synchronizer, and Munitions Failsafe, followed by Commander Malorus with Cluster Missiles. Then we have Wrath in the TIE Whisper, a pilot we don't see too often, but now it's kind of making its way back in. With Proud Tradition, Predator, Ion Cannon, Pattern Analyzer, and the Enhanced Jamming Suite, Whirlwind as well in the TIE Whisper, with Marksmanship, Elusive, Cluster Missiles, Advanced Optics, and the Enhanced Jamming Suite to finish off that list there. And it is going to be a really nice matchup here, and we're going to go right into the game as both players go ahead and start off their opening maneuvers here. And we get some aggressive move right off the bat from both Whirlwind and Backdraft, going right into the center of the board here. Looks like we're going to get some early round one shots here between the two sides.
Yeah, which is kind of exciting and kind of not exciting. I don't want this game to be over in 10 minutes. How about that?
Well, I mean, when you take a look at the loadouts for this list here, both sides do want to be aggressive early on. To try to put some damage on each other's ships, so that way they can try to burn them down as quickly as they can. Especially when you look at Chrispy's list, again, just that Terex being able to add additional mods for ships that are damaged. You want to get that off as soon as possible to get the maximum effect of getting this ability.
Yeah. And I think one of the big things here, right, is the fact that what we're going to have is a little bit of a slugfest to begin with. But I think one of the biggest momentum boosters here is that none of them have to take actions to claim. So this is literally going to be a slugfest. So good job if that is exactly what you wanted for the stream, Hexiled. It's gonna be a slugfest, because I'm telling you right now, they between the fact that they could come out and not take the actions they need to claim anything, it just feels really good. I do see. So we have Midnight. Oh, we're gonna get shots round one. Wow. All right.
Yep. And it looks like that is Whirlwind taking the shot there against Captain Phasma, rather. It's going to shoot 2 dice here. It's thinking about it. And we're going to get a hit and a focus. Whirlwind will spend 1 focus, make it 2 hits. and Phasma rolls out of it.
Yep. So these lists are a little bit different and they function a little bit differently. We've seen Chrispy run this before, with the fact that we have the Whirlwind and Midnight together. Midnight helping to protect himself, as well as giving Chrispy the ability to have that additional lock, and Whirlwind wanting to be aggressive, getting the focuses at an I6 rather than at the late stage. um and no dice there for Nick, but getting the focus tokens early on versus at a later stage.
Yeah, exactly. It's definitely very interesting seeing the choice here between the more tanky Thai FSFs facing off against these whispers here, which are a lot more maneuverable and being able to have that action into jam. It's going to be interesting to see which one is going to outlast which. But just taking a look at the way that these ships are set up here over on Nick's side of the board here, he has a bit of a pincer maneuver here set up for the center of the board there. Do you ignore Gideon Haskin Company on the bottom right of the board and go into these to the two ships going towards the center?
Well, I don't think you can. I don't think you care about Gideon Hask, but I don't think you can ignore Whirlwind, right?
Right, because of the cluster missiles with optics.
Yeah. So I really think that you have to turn in onto them. But I think with the way Chrispy has it set up, is Chrispy has the option. Does he want to go all in on the three ties, or does he want to go all in on like the Kylo and the Kylo and the Malorus? And I don't know, is Wrath a I5 too? Yeah, Wrath's an I5.
Wrath is I5. Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, you do have some advantage there. You're at least going to never lose a ship to an initiative kill. I think you have to separate your forces, and that's how, because otherwise you're going to bleed points. You're just going to bleed the points.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's take a look here. As players set their dials there, I'd like to remind everybody and thank everybody for joining us this evening for this matchup here. If you guys are new to our channel, we have a podcast where we discuss everything X-Wing and more. We have that every Sunday night here on Planet Face Syndicate at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This Sunday, however, we will not have a podcast because it is Christmas, and we want to make sure that we both have our time with our families, but we will have an action-packed episode for the following week. And if you don't know, we are going to have a holiday episode that we will post before this weekend. So you're not going to go a full week without having our content. So just stay tuned. We have something fun planned for everybody. And we hope that everybody enjoys the holiday with their families and have a great time.
Yeah. And I think one of the big things here, right, is understanding and what do you want to see, right? Like what is the big thing? So I decided that we were going to take some time off on Sunday for family this week. And then next week, Sunday, obviously, is Christmas. Probably don't want to stream on Christmas, though I heard it's going to snowstorm. So at least in my area. So really, I'm going to be snowed in.
Yeah, it looks like I'm getting snow in my area too, man. It's crazy. All right, so we're going to get the movement here. Looks like Chrispy does have first player for this turn. So it looks like he's going to move Whirlwind here. He's going to do the barrel roll into jam and does have Phasma.
He has Phasma and Backdraft, right?
Yep. So he is choosing Phasma for the jam. Yeah.
Which that makes sense because Phasma has Prockets, right?
Yep.
And
yep, exactly.
Just doing the one forward or the one bang. Ugh. So do you think we're going to get an arc dodge here?
Yep. That's what I thought. Yep. We're going to get the 3 hard towards the center of the board. Phasma, effectively arc dodging Whirlwind there. Might be actually sending up a block here on Malorus as well. If Malorus decided to turn left, we'll see how that plays out.
DJ, you're getting rain in Montreal? What the hell? What's wrong with Canada? Why just wait, you're gonna get all the snow that Michigan gets. We're giving it to you, baby. Yeah, so anyway, so sorry. We did not want to do a air a podcast on Christmas. But JJ and I came up with kind of like a fun Christmas episode. I will say there's a high probability that it will be live. Just for poops and giggles. And we will be live. Wow, Backdraft went the other way.
Yeah.
Backdraft taking on the world. Look at that.
I think that makes sense because this opens up an avenue for Backdraft to do a hard 3 to the left and now have its rear arc open to use its ability to shoot out the front and the back, and having that good shot out the back too as well. And Malorus getting bumped there by Phasma, really good there. And we got an aggressive Kylo Ren, it looks like, heading out to go jam Commander Malorus. And it's not an arc, does not get the jam, but will jam itself.
So that is not a Kylo Ren. That is a Wrath.
Oh, Wrath. Sorry. it's force of habit, you know.
All right. Fair enough. Oh, look at that hot scotch!
Oh, beauty! Ooh, Malorus! Ooh, juicy Malorus shot there. Although Malorus it still has those 2 charges there, but yeah, that's good.
So we're gonna get a target lock, obviously, and then Malorus is gonna pop her charge. Like, there's no reason. I mean, and so she's got Mag Pulse, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say Mag Pulse onto Whirlwind actually might be good there. You're able to deny that range bonus, and should be not be able to roll 3. Actually, yeah, you still be able to roll 3 dice because of the ability.
So here's okay. So wow, that's an aggressive Kylo. So here's the only issue with that, right? So Whirlwind here, Midnight's gonna come in and swarm tactics up.
Oh, Whirlwind. He got the jam on Malorus. Nice.
Yeah, see, now if you're Malorus, do you really want to take, if you're Malorus, do you really want to take a second stress to take the thing, the focus? I think he's going to have to, now that he doesn't have a focus. But here's, so Kylo going a little bit far. Kylo may possibly still have that back one, but I don't know. I don't think Kylo has that back objective, which is essentially going to leave 1 point on the table this week.
Yeah. So we did get a Terex trigger. Terex gave a calculate over to Midnight, and we did get Midnight give the swarm tactics over to Whirlwind for this one here. Whirlwind does activate the ability, does pull extra focus tokens for having 2 ships in front of it. It's going to have a range 1 shot here over into Backdraft here.
Yeah, but it looks like Scorch is just out of range for those clusters. Oh my gosh, doesn't even need it. You got to be kidding me.
It's going to be 2 shields down there on Backdraft.
Are you keeping up with the overlay?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. So we get a second shot into Backdraft. This one from Midnight. And does Midnight have optics? No.
No. It has target synchronizer, though. And shields down on Backdraft here to start off the second engagement here.
So I'm surprised that Fish didn't use the focus there.
Probably trying to set up a good shot for all these ships here. And we're going to get a target synchronizer check here. So we're going to get a cluster missile shot here from Malorus using the mod that Midnight has onto Backdraft. We get the roll here, and we're going to get hit crit. Gets 1 evade.
Such a sad Backdraft.
And we're going to get the crit. And that is a panicked pilot that's going on to backdraft there. So he's going to end up with 2 stress.
Yeah, see, that's where I think using that focus earlier would have been beneficial, you know?
Yeah. And here, the other kicker is that now that backdraft is damaged, Gideon Hask will be able to shoot 3 dice into that backdraft. And we get a blank out from Wrath.
Oh, that's right. You can't use the focus against Midnight. Huh. You got to be kidding. All right. So now we got
Range 2 shot here into Malorus. Just gets 1, and no problem for Malorus. Range 3 shot here into backdraft. So he's going to check for the roll first. It looks like he is reaching for the strain, and we'll roll an additional die here. Ooh, gets the crit. So you get hit crit. And that's going through.
Oh.
That is fuel leak onto
All right.
backdraft.
Well, that's not the end of the world then.
All right. Well, Nick needs some pretty good hits here to make up for that. Let's see. So we get the range 0 shot first into Malorus. Double crits. Ooh.
That's a pissed off ship there, huh?
And Malorus takes 1.
You get the secondary shot.
What do you think? Do you go into Midnight or range 1 into Whirlwind?
The range 1 into Whirlwind is probably the better choice. I don't think you're getting anything through on Midnight. Mm-hmm.
So just a single crit going into Whirlwind, no problem. Yeah. All right. Now we get the rebuttal shot from backdraft. Considering the strained Gideon, who has no strain, or who has no tokens, but will go range 1 into Midnight. Now, not able to mod anything here. Only gets 1.
Yeah. See, so that's where that, if you were going to do that, why not use the focus token on defense then, you know?
Yeah, if you're, yeah.
All right. Do we take the stress? Is that Scorch?
Yep. He's reaching for the stress here. Scorch will be rolling a 3rd die here. And looks like this is going to go into Midnight.
That's all that Scorch does.
Oh, yeah. Scorch is angry.
Yeah. Chrispy's list is just, this is a dirty list. So. Now where's your decision? And here's the problem: is you have poor decisions on who you're going to shoot at. You know.
Mm-hmm. All right, and we get the focus spend from Scorch. That's going to be 3. We didn't get an elusive trigger. And we'll spend the focus. And Chrispy gets
it. Oh, so gross. So gross. Just a reminder, real quick, as I think we're pretty close. That's all the shots, right?
That's all the shots here. They're checking for objective points now. And so it looks like Chrispy will be scoring 1 point. Nick looks like will be scoring 2 points here to end the second round of combat here. So I think that round definitely handily went to Chrispy, just being able to punch a lot of damage into that backdraft. Backdraft not being able to punish Midnight definitely hurt this particular engagement here. Where do you go with backdraft? Do you do a 3 straight and hope to bump Gideon Hask?
Yeah, I would do, because it's midnight. Yeah, I would probably do either a 3 straight or a 1 straight. I think the problem's gonna be is you have Whirlwind who could just rotate backwards and go away. And I think the problem is you got no damage into anybody. So really at this point, Gideon is your best bet. Um, but I'm assuming we're just gonna get, I don't know, we're just gonna get a 3K from, or what is it, 3K or 3 Talon, whatever it is, from Midnight, and Whirlwind's gonna go the other way for a block on, try to get up in there and get some Kylo action. Because if you get Kylo off the board, Crispy's got the game won right there. You know,
Yeah.
um, even without killing backdraft, if you get, because Kylo's in a pretty bad position. Um,
Yeah, definitely.
so Kylo either has to churn in, and I think if you're Whirlwind, you're going in and just saying damn the shenanigans, I guess, at this point.
Hmm.
Um, but you could see Whirlwind do the 3 hard, and then you could see Midnight do a 2 forward and still be close enough to do the swarm tactics, or a
Yeah,
2
definitely.
bank. The 2 bank
Yeah.
looks really good, except for you have Malorus right there. Your Malorus being bumped is not ideal right now.
Yeah, and I think what also hurt is just the Kylo Ren not being able to go in and take shots because of the sensor scramblers. It was definitely a shot that could have possibly put some pressure onto Malorus there, and not having that extra shot there when you're pincering a particular ship to potentially take it off is pretty big. So that definitely hurt there, but we'll be able to see if Kylo is able to come into the board and start helping out the rest of the list here, because he's going to be down on objectives next turn. It looks like.
Yeah, so Flying Mighty, I agree. I agree with you. Whirlwind, in my opinion, was never bad. Back in Adepticon, after in the loser tournament is what I'll call it, that we did on Sunday. I ran Whirlwind, not with Midnight, unfortunately, because that would have been smart, but I did run it with Null and Swarm Tactics. and, and it's similar, it's just not as good as Midnight.
Yeah.
But Whirlwind was so good back then. I love Whirlwind personally. Like everybody wanted Wrath or Nightfall, and I was like, no, just take Whirlwind. You get all these extra mods. We
Yeah.
don't get them unless you're higher initiative. It's like, yeah, well, you could fix that. That's what Swarm
Exactly.
Tactics does.
All right, dice have been rolled, and Nick will have first player to start off round number 3. And we're going to get a hard 2 here from Whirlwind going towards the center here, probably to set up a bump here on either Malorus or possibly Kylo Ren.
Oh, man, so where is Crispy's Malorus going? Because I do not think a 2 bank fits. A
Well,
1
I
hard,
mean,
maybe?
Phasma will be moving out of the way, so I think that the 2 bank will fit.
You think so? Okay.
Yeah. And we're going to get the focus jam onto Phasma here from Whirlwind. Phasma just not getting any mods this turn. Oh, actually deciding to check the bullseye just to see if he has the Nyx Malorus, and he does have it, and Nyx Malorus will be getting that jam from Whirlwind. And Backdraft doing the 3 straight, getting the potential block off onto Gideon Hask, and does have Proud Tradition, so able to take that focus.
Yeah, I know. Ugh.
And Scorch does 2 straight focus, probably setting up some pretty good shots here onto Gideon Hask. And we're going to get a lock here from Phasma, probably onto Whirlwind here.
Nope,
Oh,
into
and
Malorus.
sights on Malorus. Okay. Yeah,
So that
probably
means
anticipating the hard
Kylo's.
one.
Yeah. And that means probably Kylo is going pretty slow.
Yeah. And we get the one straight bump here from Gideon, so not being able to coordinate.
And wouldn't it be dirty if we saw Kylo do like a 5 straight rotate?
Mm-hmm.
5 straight
think-
rotate. Ugh.
I think Kylo wants to jam midnight.
Yep. Because if you do the 5 straight, nope, not a 5 straight. All right.
Okay. It's probably gonna jam Malorus, maybe. Is I think that trying to jam Whirlwind is probably not gonna do much, right?
I mean, it's one less focus token. So,
That's true.
but in reality, I think here, yeah. See, boost rotate.
No, we get a boost jam here, and we'll choose Whirlwind to drop off that focus token. And then Malorus bumps into Kylo Ren. No! Oh, that's bad. All right. Get the roll
that
here.
Means if Chrispy does a 2 bank with his Malorus, he's going to have a range 1 on Kylo Ren, an unmodded Kylo Ren.
Oh, he clears!
Oh, he clears it! Oh, gosh.
Oh, wow. Oh, man. All right, so do you barrel here? Because I actually, does the barrel fit? Just because of the angle of the ship, I don't think it fits. I think you take an evade here just to make sure that Mal can survive 2 shots.
Yeah, unless you're gonna sacrifice. Nope, target lock. Just gonna take.
Yeah, it looks like it's he's setting up a cluster missile shot from Mal, so probably trying to get that those missiles off before Mal can die. Wow. So we get the sloop here from Wrath, and then uses Pattern Analyzer to boost forward, and then take a focus.
And do you just barrel roll with Midnight?
You just target lock with Midnight, and you just deny any mods that that Scorch may have against you. And it looks like he opted for the barrel here, Sunny, not to get shot here by Scorch.
Yeah, I think that's the right call.
All right, so now we're gonna go into engagement phase. Oh, I think he's got the swarm tactic set up here for Whirlwind too.
But that's why you need that barrel roll.
Yep. And we do get a Malorus trigger on both sides.
Malorus be Malorusin all around.
Yep. So we got I6 Whirlwind now. And we get the Terex Calculate Sling over to Midnight. And we get 2 focuses added onto Whirlwind for its ability.
So does he have Kylo? He does.
Yep. Kylo and Whirlwind do have each other. Yeah.
He's just going to Kylo, right?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean,
and we're going to get Chex Mix here, just a hit, focus, and a blank. You can spend both focuses here and make it 3 hits.
I think you do. Right? Force Kylo to spend force. Nope, gonna save 1 for defense. Okay.
And boom, Kylo Ren just rolls out of it and says, "No, thank you. I'm the superior whisper."
Oh, that's true, because if he spends both of them, then Kylo gets the extra dice.
Mm-hmm. All right, range 1 here for Midnight. Natties. Ooh.
Oh.
Scorch says, nope, no thank you. Yep, spends that focus. No damage. All right, so now we're going to go into Initiative 5 here for Nick. So we got Malorus and Kylo on deck. So we're going to get a range 1 bullseye shot here into Malorus from Kylo. It's going to be 4 against 3. We get 2 blanks here. And 1. So it looks like Malorus will be taking a damage here. And we're going to get the Kylo Ren trigger. He's going to spend a force to flip that face up here. And it looks like that is a fuel leak onto Malorus here. And Malorus rolls out of it. No problem.
You get the cluster missile shot because of the sync console or the synchronizer, whatever you want to call it.
All right. Spends the lock there, only gets 2 hits. Backdraft needs the natties here. Oh, only gets 1, and that is it for Backdraft. That is the last damage there. That's going to be 4 points into for Chrispy there. And it looks like he's out of range for the second cluster missile shot there. So Backdraft will be removed. It is initiative killed at Initiative 5.
Ooh, look at that. We get a bullseye shot.
Oh, yeah.
Range 3. But we get a bullseye shot.
And get a Predator reroll there.
Oh my gosh.
Is he going to
spend it? Just, yes. You come on. I think you spend it. There's nope, not going to spend it. All right.
And
3 evades anyway.
3 evades. And we're going to get a bonus attack here for the ion cannon. And we'll take an ion cannon shot onto Kylo Ren here for range 3. And gets 2. Kylo says no thank you.
Kylo's like, you cannot ionize me. Stop it.
No shot onto Malorus there, but we'll get a shot onto Whirlwind here. And gets nothing, unfortunately. Scorch taking the range 2 shot here onto Terex. It's gonna take a stress here to get 1 more die.
2 hits.
Yep, 2 hits. Ooh, blank out.
There's elusive.
Elusive.
No.
Takes 1.
Almost shields down. Fish almost had shields down.
Now Gideon gets the rebuttal shot here, range 2, rolling 2 dice. And gets nothing. Scorch comes out. All right, so now we're going to check for objectives here. Now we got the traffic jam in the center, so I think they equal out in the center. Phasma definitely gets that top right, and Gideon gets the bottom right.
Question is Wrath close enough to that one up there? Is Phasma actually close enough for this?
Yeah, Phasma got it. They checked it, and it is 1 point apiece for scenario objectives here.
No. Is Phasma close to the center one?
No, Phasma is not.
Okay, I didn't think so, but there's a little blue line coming out there.
Yeah, that was for the top right when they were checking for the top right. It just happened to extend.
Okay. Yeah. I feel better then. It's like I can't see that being that close.
Yeah, definitely.
So I want to remind everybody real quick, after the stream is done, we will be doing a giveaway. If you would like to enter the giveaway, everybody is welcome to enter the giveaway, whether you follow us here on Twitch or not. We prefer you to follow us on Twitch. It would be a lot more cool if you did, but you do not have to. We are going to be doing 2 different giveaways. The first one's going to be some fish tokens, which I will show everybody once we go, once the game is over. I'll show you what the fish tokens look like. They are customizable tokens. You can tell fish which ones you want. Then you can he will mail them out directly to you. If he wins, he gives out 4 tokens. So you really should be rooting for Fish to win, only for the pure fact that you get 2 more tokens. I will tell you, help me, I'm in Tanner's. Stop it, Nick, Greg. Greg is not my basement. Now you threw me off, Nick or Greg. Damn it. All right, so do not come to my house. Do not come to my house to try to find Greg. We're gonna have a snowstorm in Michigan, so you wouldn't want to do that anyway. Though I do have plenty of homemade pizza that we had for dinner. But let's get back on track. So before they finish up dials, start moving again. So we will be giving away the Nick one. If you are a subscriber to the stream, you will get 1 additional entry for the fish giveaway. After that, we are going to be giving away some cards. This is the first time we've ever done that. So homemade pizza. Yep. Homemade pizza tonight. That's what we had for dinner. We are going to be giving away some cards. If you are a subscriber, you have a better chance as well of winning. And those will be mailed out once a month at the end of the month, except for this month, which will be technically January, because I'm not mailing anything this week in a snowstorm. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we can we'll let JJ pick the cards. I got some crazy weird cards people have given me. The one we're going to give away for sure is going to be a General Grievous card from 312 Squadron. I think this is 312 Squadron. If not, nope, it's from Paul LaRue. Never mind. I thought that was my 312 Squadron cards. I do have a 312 Squadron cards that we're going to give away that Nick gave us as well.
Yes, thank you, Nick Sperry.
Some Marquez Steel, but the Grievous ones we 100% are giving away because those are my favorite pilot ever. And actually, it's Greg's favorite pilot ever. And Greg is not in my basement. Just so you know. If he was, he'd be very happy because we had homemade pizza. And it was not disgusting deep dish cake. It was more New York style flatbread type pizza.
Such hate against Chicago style. Gosh.
It's not good, and it does not do well for my stomach. Okay, so if Nick did commission Paul LaRue, then those 100% are Nick's cards as well. I thought they were Nick's, but I don't remember. People give me cards to hand out for the stream, and we've never been able to do that until that was going to be my surprise for the new year. We're going to hand out cards every time, but y'all get early preview. So. All right, Nick won this roll off. No, Chrispy won the roll off, it looks like. All right, so we have Chrispy as first player.
And Whirlwind continues to terrorize Phasma, just giving the focus jam. Again, he's exclusively jammed. Oh, no, actually, it's going to Malorus. All right, yep. So it looks like we get the jam onto Malorus there from Whirlwind. Gideon here doing a 2 straight, deciding to say, no, thank you. I'm not going to take on Scorch.
Yeah, and I think that's the right move with Gideon. I mean, at this point, Gideon just needs to stay as close as possible to get those 2 points. Because here you go. If Gideon, the best is going to be is if Gideon is within range of both of those, there's 2 points to churn for Chrispy. If he's not, then he can make a decision whether he wants to stay or, just kind of one bank towards the other one.
All right, and Gideon does give a coordinate action over to Midnight. Midnight will take a focus from the coordinate there. And we get the 2 straight here from Scorch Most likely just going to take an evade here just to be a little more defensive. I think the hard one is coming from midnight here, most likely.
Yeah. So Chris, toppings on pizza. Well, my daughter only eats pepperoni. My wife does not care much for more than one topping. So she had pepperoni. And then the pizza that I made for my son and me and my other daughter was a mushroom, ham, and pepperoni pizza.
Very nice.
Ooh, look at that.
Oh.
Good old Malorus with a fuel leak. I wonder, do you flip your fuel leak downer at this point? Do you just...
Yeah, I think so, because you're one unevaded crit away from blowing up. So yeah, I think you absolutely flip that fuel leak.
All right, that is true. I am 100% going to waterboard Greg with deep dish pizza.
How do you waterboard somebody with pizza?
Nope. See, he took an evade. Oh, he took an evade with Malorus.
He's probably worried about the shots here coming in from the opposing Malorus and Kylo. And we get the jam from Wrath onto Kylo here. Oh, Woo! He does the spicy turnaround maneuver there with Kylo.
Oh man, does Kylo have him in arc still?
I don't know. That's pretty close.
Ooh, and Kylo has a shield upgrade, so Kylo does not have pattern analyzer at all.
He does ion limiter override, which would be able to give him the
action,
the barrel action, and it's deciding to use it. Okay, I like the aggressiveness there. All right, so now he's gonna roll, see what comes up, and it's a focus, so no bad, nothing bad happens there to Kylo.
So he's so close to that obstacle there, though.
Yeah, no, and you won't be able to clear it with the blue. All right. So we get the 2 bank there from Malorus.
You take a target lock on,
and nope, choosing to do a barrel action. I think you were fine there. You had both shots on Malorus and onto Midnight there.
Yeah, see, I think I think I would have taken that target lock onto Midnight. Because here you go. Now Midnight's just gonna say, we're gonna do something. We're gonna target lock somebody, and
so we're gonna get a yellow Malorus trigger here for Chrispy's side. And the opposing Malorus will also take a charge here. And we're going to get a Swarm Tactics trigger here onto Yellow Malorus. So both Chrispy's Midnight and Malorus will be shooting at I6 here.
See, Greg, Catherine wants me to waterboard you too. I mean, he's right over there.
Ugh. All right, so we're going to get the range 1 shot here into Scorch from Chrissy's Malorus. And we're going to get 3 hits here going into Scorch. Scorch rolls, and we'll lose a shield here. All right, and we got the range 1 shot here now from Midnight going into Scorch. And we get a checks mix here. We're going to get a target lock reroll, and we'll spend the focus from for 3 hits. Scorch takes 1 more.
Don't have gold in my basement. Why do you guys think I'm that rich? I'm pretty poor. I think Greg's richer than I am. So do you start going into Kylo, or do you start going into going to Malorus here?
I think you go into Scorch. Try to take it out. It has no mods.
Why 3 dice?
Ion Cannon shot here.
Okay, got it.
And Spence Focus is going to be 2. And Scorch.
3 of 8.
Wow. Beauty.
Scorch said that Scorch has had enough.
Scorch says, not today, sir.
Yeah, you gotta get somebody off the board. And you get 3 hits into midnight. Oh my gosh. Man, Crispy's dice is just gold today.
Yeah, these dice are definitely doing some heavy lifting here. And we got a shot here. It looks like we're going to go into Whirlwind here from Kylo. Kylo will do an instinctive aim concussion missile. And
spend both your force.
Spend 2 force, yeah.
Yeah, you spend it. You have Malorus too, or no? No, I don't have Malorus either. Oof, only 1. I think Crispy has rolled.
Oh, Elusive fails. He's going to get 2 damage or 8 damage here onto Whirlwind. All right. No shots here from the initiative 4s, and looks like we're going into Whirlwind. Whirlwind will have a range 2 shot here into Phasma. And we get a 2 hits here from Whirlwind. Phasma takes 1 shield.
So now, if you're Whirlwind, do you just go for those 2 objectives on the side of the board?
I think you keep the pressure on here. If you can try to block Kylo, you actually might force Kylo to possibly overlap that obstacle, possibly, unless Kylo decides to do a hard one to the left. I think you are in a prime spot there to keep Kylo out of this, out of the game for a little bit, or at least make Kylo make a bad decision, possibly.
And did he just pick up 3 objectives? Yep.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah. So I get your point with that, and maybe it's Wrath that you do that with, but I mean, some of me wonders if like you go around that board with, because Crispy just needs Scorch to die, right? We got to get Scorch off the board, and that's another 3 points. I don't know. Somebody wonders if you do that with Whirlwind, because that's 2 points. Then you can go around the inside, pick up 2 more, and then the third round you've got 2. You could just kind of go around in a circle, I think, and that's 2 points every turn if you do it right.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. To me, I think that's a tempting. That's very tempting there.
And what do you do with Phasma here? Do you try to do like a 3 bank behind Kylo to start providing support over there, or do you try to go after objectives here?
With Phasma, Nick has no ability to get objectives at this point. Nick has to go get kills. There is not a question at this point about what Nick does. I don't think you go after. I think you look at what Wrath's going to do. Because if you won hard with Phasma, barrel roll to the right, I think that puts you decently in the maneuverability way, right?
Yeah.
And it looks like Nick wins.
All right, so we start with the Whirlwind maneuver here. Let's go into a hard 2 here.
All right, never mind. Crispy didn't listen.
Gonna get a focus jam onto Phasma here from Whirlwind.
Man, nobody likes Phasma getting tokens.
And a one bang from Phasma here, right in front of the bullseye. It looks like there. Just gonna take a focus here. Ooh, I
Thought he
think
was
he just hit
jammed.
the barrel roll. Yeah, I think Phasma had a target lock earlier onto Malorus, I believe. That was just jammed off.
If you're Scorch, you just have to take a focus or an evade. I don't think you get a choice. Why would you want a barrel
Yeah.
roll?
To try to set up a block. Yep, and we get the midnight lock onto Kylo. Okay. Malorus doing a 2 straight here. Most likely taking a focus token.
Yeah, see, and here's that block. Ooh, is he on it?
And yep, it is on it.
Oh man, so close on there.
Yeah. And Kylo does take a damage and is now double stressed. That is not where Kylo wants to be right now.
And
Malorus does bump into Scorch. We'll take a red focus here. Next up, we get a 2 straight here from Wrath. It's going to take a focus. Probably still in a good spot to do the double tap ability. Oh no, he's not. Does get the jam off onto Phasma, but not in bullseye, so will not be able to take that primary shot and combo into the ion cannon. And a really good heads up bump there from Malorus, not letting Kylo Ren get any shots here from Malorus. Midnight will take a red focus here to end the activation phase.
So I'm confused why he took the target lock on Kylo. Is it just like set up
He
for
wanted
next turn?
he dialed in a hard one, so he was anticipating Kylo coming in. If it wasn't bumped, Midnight would have a ranged one shot into Kylo, and Kylo would not be able to mod any of the dice. All right, and we get a Swarm Tactics onto Malorus. Malorus now engaging that I6 onto Scorch here. Range 0. It's going to roll 2 dice and gets nothing. And we get a range 2 shot here. Midnight rolls. Gets just a crit.
Yeah, see, here's where that target lock would have been beneficial. You know?
Yeah. Yep.
That's okay.
Scorch gets away with it. All right. So no engagement from Kylo since he is on a rock. We're going to get it looks like a range 2 shot here from, range 1 shot here from Malorus into the back of Gideon Hask. And spends a focus. That is a full string going into Gideon Hask. And we're going to get a hit crit going into Gideon.
Ooh,
and it's a direct hit. Wrath does have a range 1 shot here into Phasma.
They also have the range 1 through an obstacle to Kylo too.
Yeah, but opting to go for Phasma here. Spends a focus, gets 2, and get 1 evade, and looks like a damage is going to be forced into Kylo Ren from that attack.
Yep. Why did he just take 2 damage?
Because you would end up ionizing Phasma if you don't.
But he had 1 evade, right?
Yeah. All right. So we get the shot here from Phasma. Gets Natty's. And Natty's back. Oh my goodness.
So this is the dangerous shot right here.
Yep. And I think that's the correct call. We get Whirlwind taking the range 1 shot here into Phasma. Rolls is going to spend optics, going to get hit crit going into Phasma. Phasma evades just a single crit, getting passed on. And Kylo Ren's not even in Arctic, right? So Phasma will be taking the last shields off there.
All right. Can we go back a second?
Yeah.
Was he in Bullseye? Did Wrath have
No.
Phasma
That was
in Bullseye?
an ion cannon shot into Phasma.
So how do you take 2 damage from it?
He did not. Phasma was already damaged previously by Whirlwind on a previous turn, so it was already down by 1 shield. All right. He evaded 1 and then had 1 damage left over. Phasma lost the 2nd shield at that point.
Okay.
All right, and it looks like Chrispy here gets 2 more points here for scenario objectives, and we get 1 for Nick, leading the score here 11-4 going into round number 6. And with 21 minutes left, what's the path of victory here for Nick?
Nick has to get Gideon off the board.
Do you think he has enough time with 4 hull left on Gideon?
Yeah, 2 rounds. As long as you don't lose Malorus, 2 rounds, I think you're fine. Because Malorus, the problem's going to be if Gideon stops here, I think. Because I think that 1 bank bumps.
Yeah.
But that's, really that's the problem is you really have to get that. You have to let Scorch live. And you have to get Gideon off the board. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I think that at this point, you can take Scorch and do a 2 hard. Is that what you do? Because then you still you're still going to take. You're still going to get Midnight.
1 hard. You got a 1 hard.
Yeah, but then you're going to be taking it from Midnight. And if you lose Scorch, the game's over.
Right, but at the same time, a hard 2 still doesn't save you from Midnight. With the hard 1, you can at least have a potential for a shot back if your dice roll out. Whereas with a hard 2, you're effectively putting yourself out from having any shots.
What about a hard 3?
No, I don't think a hard 3 fit. I think a hard 3 puts you off the mat.
I disagree with that.
Even if you do, you're still not giving yourself a shot with a hard 3.
Onto Gideon? If Gideon stays put.
I don't think Gideon will stay put here, mainly because we just had a flip for Terek's crew, so it is cybernetic or cyber Terek, cyborg Terek's. So he's going to be rolling for either calculates or jams during the system phase there. So you want to be able to keep yourself mobile to be able to pass off the jam in the event that you do get that.
All right. I guess the safe event is the 1 hard, but
yeah. And here's a Terek's roll, and it looks like it's going to be a calculate that Terek's Gideon gets at the beginning of this one.
Ban Chrispy. Chrispy OP.
And we're going to get a focus jam. So we're going to get a jam onto Scorch here from Whirlwind. Gideon does the hard 3. Will be stressed, but does get elusive back here. And started to come back in towards the center of the board here, probably to go after some of these objectives here.
Yeah, proud tradition. Gotta love it. Does Backdraft have
Backdraft
Whirlwind?
And we get the hard one here away for Scorch.
You
Scorch
just barrel roll now?
Yeah,
Yes.
I think you just barrel roll to try to get in the way of Malorus if possible.
Yep. All the way to the left impact.
And yeah, Bionic, I agree. Phasma hasn't been able to contribute much just because it took such a long time to re-engage.
Nope. Just going to take the focus to get rid of the jam. Okay.
All right. So now we're going to see Yellow Malorus coming up here, going to do a hard 2 right in front of Captain Phasma. Going to take a focus here.
Hello there.
Wrath doing the sloop here.
It's going to jam, isn't he?
Pattern Analyzer. Yep.
Barrel jam. Nope. Focus? Really? No, that's the Proud Tradition focus, right?
Yeah. Proud Tradition. Yeah. Correct. Yeah.
No jam?
No jam.
Yeah, we got a jam. I don't see a focus anymore in Phasma.
Oh, yeah. Good point. I didn't see that.
I was to say, to me, that like.
Oh.
Oof.
Oh, why? Okay, I don't know if Kylo's able to hard one after this, following this turn here.
Without hitting that thing again. Yeah. Yeah, see, just target lock Scorch. Or focus, I guess. I would target lock Scorch.
Yeah, probably worried about the shot from Phasma possibly, but we'll see.
Are you gonna swarm tactics up? Are you? Yeah. Yes, do it. Swarm tactics up, Phasma, or not Phasma. Malorus.
No, you don't need to do because Phasma's a 4. I would have done Whirlwind honestly, but yeah.
No, because so the idea here is you're gonna shoot Malorus. Can you? How much can you get Phasma off the board?
I see.
That's why. Yeah. That's the only reason you're doing it. And there, oh my god! All right, Merry Christmas. There's at least one going through.
All right, that's gets the double evades.
Needed those natties.
All right, we got a blinded pilot here onto Phasma from this one here, which doesn't really matter. No focus tokens anyway. So,
and does Midnight have Phasma too?
Midnight does have Phasma. Yep.
I mean, you just shoot Phasma. Just shoot Phasma. Oh my gosh, Chrispy, you're getting greedy, Chrispy. Crispy's getting greedy here.
I mean, it makes sense. You got a bullseye shot here from Wrath as well, so it should be okay.
Still.
Range 1 and rolls natties, 2 hits and a crit going into Scorch. 2 evades. And it's a console fire there onto Scorch. Scorch onto 1 hole now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now we get a bullseye shot here from Wrath going into Phasma.
If he does not kill Phasma here, I'm gonna laugh. I just so you understand, like, goddamn Crispy's dice.
We got a Crispy's dice.
Predator reroll and then a focus. Oh my gosh!
Yep. Full string.
Yeah, Crispy, you are lucky.
And that's gonna pull Crispy there to 15 points there.
Mm.
And we're going to get a bonus ion cannon attack here onto Kylo Ren.
Kylo. Oh, can you imagine if you ionize Kylo onto that cloud?
Might happen. We'll see. Kylo says no, thank you.
All right. Crispy can't have everything.
All right. So Kylo now taking a range 1 shot here onto Gideon Hask. Slight potential here to 1-shot it, but we'll see.
No.
Span of Force here gets 3 hits. And he does have Elusive active. We're going to get a reroll here. No dice there, so that's going to be 2 more damage going into Gideon Hask here. And no shot there for Malorus. Scorched, most likely no shot.
Yeah.
But we will get the Council Fire roll here. And Scorch is gone.
Oh, that's the game. Oh my gosh.
Oh man, that's terrible luck. Terrible luck.
Hmm.
And we get a cluster missile shot here onto Kylo from Whirlwind.
Rigged. It's not rigged.
And we'll use a focus to make it into 2 hits. Kylo will spend the force and survive here.
So I want to point out, Chrispy did lose his last league game in Nickel City.
And after objectives here, it looks like Chrispy has taken enough points to end the game here. Good game. Good game. Well flown, Chrispy.
Crazy. Look at that. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Good job, Chrispy. All right. Well, thank you all so much for joining us. Why don't we switch cameras while they poke at the board?